day everyone, I'm Keishan Mebo from BSN12E. I'm going to perform hand washing, but first, check for the completeness of the supply. Checking the completeness of the materials or supply is a must for the process to be continuous. Stand in front of the sink with the uniform not touching the sink. The sink is considered as contaminated, and when the uniform is touched the sink, then your uniform is considered as contaminated of any organisms. Removes jewelry. Removal of the jewelry facilitates proper cleansing microorganisms that may accumulate in settings generally. Turns on water and adjusts its force. Water splashed from the contaminated sink will contaminate your uniform. Wets the hand from the wrist area with a finger pointing toward the bottom of the sink. Hands need to be above elbows at all the time. Water should flow from the cleaner area toward more contaminated area or more contaminated than forearms. Inspect for the condition of the cuticles, hands, and forearms for any abrasions, cuts, or lesions. The cuticles, abrasions, cuts, and lesions or open lesions has a presence of microorganisms that increase the risk. With a bar or liquid soap, latter's hands thoroughly. Rinsing the soap removes the latter may contain microorganisms. Washes hands and the wrist about 15 to 20 seconds with a firm rubbing and circular motion. Rub palm to palm. Length of hand washing is determined by degree contamination. Interlace finger using the rub palm using the back of the hand for at least 5 times each. Friction caused by the firm rubbing and circular motion helps loosen dirt and microorganisms. Rub palm to palm with finger interlace. Later, the friction will loosen pathogens rinses away. Rub of fingers to opposite palms with the finger interlock. The fingers ensure that the surfaces are all clamped. Rub each thumb clasp in opposite hand using rotational movement. It loosens dirt and microorganisms part of forward with clasps, right or left palm and vice versa. Rotational rubbing backward and forward clasps with fingers or right and hand to left palm and vice versa. Friction and rubbing mechanically loosen and move dirt and transcend by bacteria. Rub each wrist with opposite hand. Many organisms of the wrist come from the beneath of the fingernails. Rinses thoroughly and inspect for the remaining dirt or soap. Running water inserts organisms and dirt into the sink. Dries hand from the finger and wrist with hand or a paper towel. Contamination is prevented by drying from this the most contaminated area. Turns off the faucet with the use of paper or hand towel. This prevents the nurse from picking up microorganisms from the faucet.